Today's very latest news coming to you first from the fabulous Pattaya Media Group here in Pattaya. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you. This morning saw Pattaya with a smog count of 75. At 6 o'clock, still a comparatively safe level when compared to the capital, where yesterday saw reports of dangerous levels there and in surrounding provinces. A concentrated effort has been made with all provinces to control and ban burning wherever possible, but in rural areas it continues. Here the early morning mist was dense again, but is expected to clear somewhat by midday as temperatures rise. Plans by some senators to bring the government into account for its achievements so far and plans for the year have been thwarted in a vote on the proposal that saw it only garner a third of the Senate House's support. The Prime Minister had previously said that he was happy to answer any questions in the debate. In Hua Hin, reports tell us that a Western man fell out with his girlfriend after funding her to a high extent, only to find out that she had a yearning for other beaus. It seems he found her in the company of others and, having removed her, cut her throat. The same source tells us that she remains in ICU and he in a local police station, waiting to find out whether he faces assault or murder charges, as her life remains in balance. The Constitutional Court has issued a ban on any rallies outside its compound on those days when it releases its decision next week on inquiries into Kumpeter's involvement in a long-defunct media company, which, had it been active, which it wasn't, would have precluded him from politics, and separately, another case against a former transport minister accused of profiting from his position by affording contracts to his own companies. Both decisions expected next week are likely to see public reaction, and the ban is in effect to ensure public safety for all. In Sakon Nakhon, the grim discovery of two bodies found in steel containers and dumped in a local lake led to the arrest of a 35-year-old man, related to both, and said to have mental issues possibly brought on by ingestion of illegal products. Either way, he certainly had bought and owned the two steel chests, found to contain both his father and daughter. In the capital, 3 Vietnamese have been arrested and found to be exporting wildlife. Listed on the highest level of protection, the 21 helmeted hornbills were found hidden in a pickup truck in a minivan destined for Laos. And the birds, well, they'll be released in reservations, unlike the smugglers. Meanwhile, at home in Pattaya, and after a year of on-off so-called road improvements in the Chayapruk too, as with similar roadworks in the region, it remains not only incomplete, but also a mess. Road workers who dug up the whole soy have recently installed a series of walkways, that's footpaths to you and me, which not only don't line up with each other, but also leave a 60-centimetre gap between properties and the path which were previously concreted. The higgly-piggly paving has a series of high-drop curbs and in some cases simply ends with a sharp drop. Damage to properties has been considerable too, as in addition to cracks caused by the work, they kindly charged at least one household 800 baht to replace a concrete drain cover that was broken due to weight of heavy equipment. Worse, the region seems to have paid for drains on the footpath, which is in fact much higher than the road and will never see a drop run into them. Anyone visiting the city is in for a surprise, as despite the gloom projected by many with the low season upon us, those businesses serving expats are booming. Lunchtime yesterday in the Soi Buakhao area showed many eateries so busy that they had queues waiting for seats. This as certain Western food stores, those selling imported foods, are seeing price hikes, following the delays and increasing cost of shipping containers in longer routes to avoid the conflict in the Middle East. Long gone now are the baked bean price wars, and instead many products have seen huge price rises, all affecting those who prefer food from their own country. So perhaps it's time to settle for local products. You can't blame the shopkeepers for sure, as they're certainly feeling the pinch, but for some at least, attitudes and friendliness appears to have dwindled between staff and customers. Prepare for a busy weekend in the city, as numerous events are being coordinated by City Hall for Thais celebrating Children's Day on Saturday. In the West we have Mother's and Father's Days, and here too, but with the addition of this special fun day for children. Your children, Thai or Western, are always welcome, and Pattaya is well known for its generosity on this day, so we can expect an increase in traffic too. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 30 degrees, dropping down to 27, but with the real feel of 36 and a sunny and very humid day. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.